I've talked in earlier videos about how we can solve exponential problems with logs, and I wanted to extend that here to word problems. So really the hardest part of this is going to be writing down and setting up our word problem. The solving will be very similar to what we've already covered. Big City USA has a population that is growing at a rate of 6% every year. If the population is 74,000 now, how long will it take to reach 100,000? Well, the hardest thing with these problems is always just writing down the correct exponential kind of base. We're growing, so we know that we're starting at 1 and we are adding this 6%. If we were like subtracting from that, if we were losing, we would do 1 minus. But 1.06 is the base of our exponential equation. So we started with 74,000. And we're gaining 1.06, and we want to know how long it takes to reach 100,000. Well, now we go back to our solving techniques we've been working on. And if you aren't real familiar with logs, I would urge you to go back and watch those. I can link those at the end. We divide both sides by 74,000. Do not think that you can multiply. People sometimes see this in parentheses and think multiply. You can't mix this non-exponential with something that is, so we've got to divide it to the other side. So I'm just going to reduce that a little bit. I'm going to write it as 50 over 37. So I've got 1.06 to the x equals 50 over 37. And then we'll take the log of both sides. So log and log. This x comes out front like a multiplier. So then we have, if I can continue it up here, x times the log of 1.06 equals the log of 50 over 37. Divide both sides by the log of 1.06, and that it will be our answer. Let's type that in. And let me actually type this in like I hadn't done any reducing. So let me type log of 100,000 divided by 74,000, that initial division I did, divided by the log of 1.06. This will tell me how many years it's going to take. 5.17 years. All right, let's do one other problem. A car loses 18% of its value every year. So it's losing 18%. It was worth $24,000 when we purchased it. How long will it take for it to be worth $10,000? Again, remember, we always start with 1. And in this case, we're losing 18%. So 0.82 is going to be our multiplier. So we have 24,000 to begin with, multiplied by 0.82 to the x power, and we want to know when that is 10,000. I'll begin by dividing both sides by 24,000. That would reduce to be 5/12. So 0.82 to the x equals 5/12. We'll take the log of both sides. Drops my x out front like a multiplier. So I've got x times the log of 0.82 equals the log of 5/12. Divide both sides by the log of 0.82. And let's type that in. I'm going to once again type this in like I hadn't done any reducing, because sometimes it's good to just get in the habit of not necessarily reducing, just in case you were tempted to do some rounding. So I'm going to divide that 10,000 by 24,000, take the log, and then divide that by the log of my 0.82. So 4.41 years. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe for more math help.